to action.
Thank you, Dick Trotter. Now we're going to settle another team title right now. Nothing much at stake here, just an individual championship at 189 pounds.
And a team championship.
And a team championship.
And this first time that we've featured either one of these teams tonight, so it's quite appropriate. That's great.
In the blue uniform, you see Chad. You see Chad Koedam of Westline of Inwood. His team leads by 3 points. In the orange uniform, Chad Utley of New Hampton, whose team trails by 3 points. The winner of this match gets 4 for his team and wins the championship for his team.
Arlie Severson won a state championship. He's the coach of New Hampton. They won a state championship in 1990 and going for another one. Ty Seaman, Ron Seaman of the Predictament's son, has been at West Lyon for 7 years, 5 years as the head coach. He's paid his dues, too, being in the West Lyon Junior High and as an assistant.
Up there in the corner, by the way, TJ, I want to get this in here before we go on, is Tate Stamp of Lisbon against Todd Peach of Bedford for the 1A 189 championship. And at the AAA mat, we have Ryan Reasland of Webster City against another undefeated wrestler, the number 1 and 2, Tony Wieland of Cedar Falls. And that should be a good one, too. But here we're settling the 2A championship between Chad Koedam in the blue of West Lyon and Chad Utley of New Hampton in the orange.
Great tradition for New Hampton, but not so much for West Lyon. Their highest finish up until this year was 10th, and here they are going for a state championship. But one of the things is, and I bet this doesn't happen in New Hampton, Ty Seaman has to wrestle in 2 rooms because they don't have an adequately sized wrestling room to practice in, so they have to practice in 2 rooms. One's a math classroom.
Oh, boy.
I mean, that's an accomplishment when you have those kind of obstacles to overcome.
And there is the first takedown of the match. It goes to New Hampton. They started this final round 11 points behind. They haven't lost a match in the finals. And if they were to win this one, they would come from that far behind to win.
What a comeback.
28.
Right here, off the shot of Koedam. Here comes Utley around. Did a nice job of floating around, getting behind the arms and getting 2.
It's a great comeback no matter what happens here for New Hampton, but it's still going here. 2-0 in favor of Utley.
Koedam trying to come out. He was a qualifier last year and finished 6th at 189. Utley got 4th last year at 171.
Utley got here by beating a couple of really good people. He beat Matt Eckerman, who was the defending champion last year, and Frank Bachman, who finished 2nd last year.
We just saw Ty Seaman there, who was leaning forward, and he was the coach of West Lyon.
So here we are. We've through the first period now. A 2-0 lead for Utley of New Hampton.
There's Ty Seaman again, encouraging his young wrestler, Chad Koedam.
Koedam had his choice, takes down.
There he gets out. Koedam gets out. A little short sit. Turn and face.
2-1 now in favor of Utley. On the right, in the orange.
Use it.
Championship at stake here for the 2A team title.
Very, very seldom to come down this late. Second to the end right here. Only one weight class after this, and we're down to the state championship.
No wrestlers left from either one of these 2 teams to contend, and so it's up to them. They decide it right here. Koedam for West Lyon, Utley for New Hampton.
There's Arlie Severson, longtime coach at New Hampton. A lot of success lately. As I said, won a team state championship in 1990.
And again, it's Utley in on the leg. Can he stay in bounds? He did get 2.
Facing me.
And it's 4-1.
There's a takedown from an underhook to the far leg, cuts across the double, drives through using his head as a lever, gets the 2 points.
4-1. Now it's a 3-point lead for Utley, trying to bring New Hampton back from an 11-point deficit coming into the finals all the way to the team championship. Utley controlling things well. He has a 3-point lead with 50 seconds to go in the second period. Koedam is up,
Come up. Come up.
but not out. Utley again.
Utley did a nice job of attacking right back, getting the double leg from behind, and staying right with Koedam.
Utley controlling him well. He has a 3-point lead with 25 seconds to go.
Let's go.
New Hampton people watching right now, they can just start tasting it, and it's getting exciting. But these young men aren't in the finals. They just sit there and let something like that happen. Koedam's going to do everything he can to come out, and there he does. But look at that. Utley's right back in, holding on to that control, but it's close right now to Koedam getting
Now it's going to have to be a point. There's the point. Now it's 4-2 in the escape.
About a few seconds left. He gets a point. That's an important point. Closes the gap to 2 points.
Green's back. 4-2.
So we start the third period, and Utley is down, leading by 2. He's in the under position. Koedam of West Lyon, whose team leads by 3 team points, is trailing here by 2. Utley, who could, by winning this match, win the state title for his team.
Well, what Koedam needs to do is do exactly what he just got done doing in the middle of the mat. Break his man down, start getting under arm bars.
Bottom set. Cover.
Gets harder to talk later in the night.
Now, Utley on the bottom, he has to stay mentally tough, because it's in this kind of situation where you could think, I just have to hold on and we do it. I don't know if he thinks that way. I doubt if he does, but he's going to have to be more active than he is at the moment.
Sometimes you just get better as you get tired, and that's what Koedam needs to depend on right now, because you can bet they're both tired. Now, who can execute when they're tired? That's the key.
We're down to a minute in the third period. They go out of bounds. Let's take a look and see what the team score actually is. 86-83, West Lyon. And Koedam's team and Utley's team, 83.
Look what Winterset did by winning 2 state championships. Snuck in there and got a trophy.
You bet. They're up now in third place.
Decorah has no wrestlers left. So they got in there. Corey Christensen, that last win, gave him a third place trophy.
So again, we have less than a minute now to go. Koedam on top has to pick up 2 points somewhere. There's a warning against Utley on the bottom. The team
is out now. It's 3 points. It's got to be some kind of takedown right now. If it gets any later, it's going to have to be a takedown to the back for more than 2 points.
A 3-point lead now for Utley. 5-2. How much time left? 38 seconds.
Utley has been called for stalling. If he was to get a stalling call against him now on 1 point and then a takedown, it would tie the match. And he's pushing. One more time like that, a little action like that, he'll get hit for stalling, but the time is running down, 30 seconds. Koedam has to keep coming forward.
He's underhooking.
There, right here. I wouldn't be surprised to see him get hit.
No, you're out.
He was able to come around and save it by being on in the mat and pushing Koedam off.
It's in his interest to be aggressive here, because if you were penalized a point, then a takedown ties it. 10 seconds to go. It's 5-2 in favor of Utley. And the referee, Greg Eschweiler of Tripoli is telling him to
New Hampton just won the state championship.
It is a team championship for New Hampton. They won all their final matches in the championship round.
Wow.
And they win the title. 5-2 for Utley over Chad Koedam of West Lyon. A disappointing final round has to be for West Lyon.
Well, that's just the start of their tradition under Ty Seaman there.
Yes.
10th highest finish before almost winning the state championship.
So New Hampton becomes the 2A team champion.
There's Arlie Severson's reaction. It happened in 90, but I don't think it was as exciting as it happened in 93. There's Utley. He says, not only me, but us.
They were 86-75 behind coming into the final round, and they won all their matches.
Right here we have a 6-3 match coming up with on 1A.
We're going to go see Tate Stamp of Lisbon,
and it's
who's leading Todd
6-3,
Pete
yeah.
6-3. Now again, the black.
Now it's
6-5. 6-5. You saw Todd Peach in the blue reverse Tate Stamp of Lisbon.
And Lisbon will win the state title regardless.
5 seconds to go.
They'd like to have a state champion.
Tate Stamp, who was top ranked, has won the championship at 189 pounds.
You know what's interesting there? He had 5 wrestlers come in from Lisbon. 4 were undefeated. Tate Stamp was the one that wasn't. Lost 3 times, wins the state title.
He's a state champion at 189 pounds for Lisbon, for Coach Chris Lembeck. Now we're still going on 3A. The time remaining over here, 21 seconds, and it's 1-1.
And they're both undefeated.
It's overtime,
It's overtime.
as a matter of fact.
Okay, so 20 seconds
Overtime.
left. Overtime, we're going.
Ryan Reasland in the blue and Tony Wieland in the orange from Cedar Falls. Ryan Reasland of Webster City. They're both undefeated. It's 1-1 in overtime. And they're going to end up...
have a chance to go to the tiebreaker.
The tiebreaker.
Here's what happens. They flip a coin. They say, and the winner gets to choose up or down.
There's been some controversy about this part of this to go.
And both have been warned for stalling here.
Because everybody has always thought it's much better to be on the bottom because you can get out. But then there's been some thought that the officials don't like to call stalling in a situation like that. So the top man grabs the leg and hangs on.
A damaged top in that kind of situation. It's a tough situation right now. And so for the folks that haven't seen this, the bottom man, if he escapes in 30 seconds, he wins. If the top man rides and doesn't allow his opponent to escape, he wins.
So this is 189 pounds. This is overtime.
Look at that. He's in on the hip. That was a good start there by Wieland. But Reasland really did a nice job of recovering.
He's going to hang on down there in the leg as long as he can, and the officials say, no way, we're going to... He felt he could call a stalemate easily that time.
So look for this explosive move by Reasland, by
19 seconds.
Wieland. And if Reasland can stay tight, he's got a championship close at hand.
Official is
He's got to drop, attack the hips. He's got to stop and drop. And he does.
And he's out.
He's out.
So it's Wieland of Cedar Falls who stays undefeated.
The state champion team, Cedar Falls, gets a champion in Tony Wieland.
On the tiebreaker. That's how you settle it when you go through a sudden death 2-minute overtime without a change, without a score. If you get out, you win. If you ride the other man for 30 seconds,
there's
you
coaches
win.
Jay Llewellyn and Ken Gallagher and Gene Doyle. You heard those names before.
The 171 1A awards.
Buffalo Center, North Iowa.
There's a reaction. Yeah.
Mapleton, Maple Valley. Fourth place, Joel Snell, Sully, Linville, Sully. Third, Ben Kalanoff, Sparky.
In the single A classification, 189 pounds, the champion is Tate Stamp of Lisbon. Actually, he piled up a 6-2 lead going into the third period and then hung on, and I really mean hung on to win it, 6-5 over Todd Peach of Bedford.
Lisbon, Tate Stamp.
Sorry if we missed a few of the names there.
Heavyweight place winners report to the award stand.
That's Tate Stamp of Lisbon. He's the only individual champion that the Lisbon team had, although they won the state title and had it wrapped up going into the final night. And as you said, the irony was, the interesting thing was that he was the only man who has lost a match of the 5.
I think these state finals are full of irony when you look.
Sixth place, West Hand,
closely
Pima,
enough.
South Pima County. Fifth place, Lance Thompson, Decorah. Fourth place, Frank Bachman, Glenwood. Third place, Matt Eckerman, Forest City. Runner-up, Chad Kodam, West Lyon Inwood. The 2A 189-pound champion from New Hampton, Chad Utley.
Well, it may be possible that he did not know he was wrestling for the state team title there, but as his coach said, he didn't know. I don't know.
No way.
Let's go to Dean Borg.
This is what it looked like. You said Mike Christensen won by a fall over Clay Bowman. This is that fall with 42 seconds left in the match, and he is the state champion in the heavyweight division.
Now the 3A champions at 189.
Fifth place, Matt Lamb, Iowa City High. Fourth place, Jeremy Mize, Ames. Third place, Ira Johnson, Spencer. Runner-up, Ryan Reasland, Webster City. The 3A 189-pound champion from Cedar Falls, Tony Wieland.
Congratulations to Cedar Falls as a team and to that man, Tony Wieland. In overtime, let's go to Dick Trotter.
All right, they were huffing and